Hi, good morning, Colorado. It's Catherine Pickering here from K&R Home Transitions, your real estate advocates, and I have the pleasure of being in the company today with Ryan Sobel, and he is a financial advisor located here in the Tech Center, and he's going to tell us a little bit today about financial advice, pros and cons, and things like that, just to give us some few tips to help us making that decision about who we want to help us in our journey with finances. So Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, sure. So I just turned 30. I've been doing this ever since I graduated from college. I've been at Wealth Strategies Group for 8 years and did an internship when I was in college where you actually get licensed as a full-time financial advisor. So technically it's been about maybe 10 or 11 years. But anyway, I really enjoy the work here, and it can be really hard for people to find good financial advice sometimes. And a lot of what we see is that if you were to read a book or look up something on the internet or even talk to different financial professionals, you might end up with 4 different financial strategies. And for the average person, it's really hard to figure all this stuff out. And so a big part of what we do is help our clients measure the pluses and minuses of doing different things, and help kind of sort out what is best in general, and then also what's best for their specific financial situation.
And let me ask you, what do you think is the biggest deterrent why people don't go and seek financial advice?
I think there's a lot of things. Some people don't feel like they have enough money to where they really want to spend time working with a financial person. And in situations like that, it's helpful to get started somewhere, I would say. The other thing is that there's a very large trust factor. In our industry, there's been really negative things that have happened to clients. You have people like Madoff that have straight up stolen money from people. So it's hard to figure out who to trust. And then even after, sometimes when you're working with somebody, it's hard to know if the strategies that you implemented actually were working out for you. You know?
And so Ryan, a first consultation is free, isn't it? I mean,
Yes.
People don't pay anything to come and get free advice, to come and speak to you initially to find out their financial situation and what is the best plan of action that you might put in place for them.
Right, exactly. Our first meeting usually is a very high-level conversation where we talk about how much do you have here, about how much do you have here, what are some of your financial goals, and then from there we distill down what are the most important areas to work on. Yeah. And then depending on what those areas actually are, then there are different fees for the different type of work that we choose to do with the clients. And that's something we discuss at the end of the first meeting. Does it make sense to work on anything, and what should we start with, and then how much will that cost?
Right, and the options that you highlight to them, it's not like they have to do them, you're just giving them a guide, and this is how much this will cost to do this and that, and you know, it's up to them if obviously they want to follow through with the advice.
Right, exactly.
I mean, obviously you advise them, so
sure, and some plans are more expensive than others, and that's part of why we go through a little bit of a information gathering session to begin with, because certain plans are far more complicated than others, and it really just depends.
Right. So Ryan, tell people, how would they get in touch with you? How can they reach out to you to get this financial advice?
Sure. I don't know if you provide contact information or anything.
We will put it on the bottom of the screen.
Send me an email or give me a phone call. That's the easiest way to work with things. Email's probably the best.
And you're normally Monday through Friday here?
Yeah, Monday through Friday. I don't work on the weekends. I don't mind taking later meetings if sometimes I have a couple that I'm working with and they can't get off of work until 4:30 each, and then we can meet at 5.
Right.
That's not that big of a deal, so that works out okay as well.
That's fantastic. And you're located in the Tech Center?
Tech Center, yeah. Our office, which we are in right now, is Arapahoe Road and I-25.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, everybody, now you've heard it, straight from the financial guru himself. Where everybody reach out, give him a call, email him, set up an appointment today. It's free, and it's no, what am I trying to say here?
Sure, it's no obligation, you can say.
That's right. No
obligation. There's no reason not to meet and talk
you're
with
not
people.
committed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Pleasure meeting you.
Absolutely. Thank you.